Dear students, today we will study family Solanaceae, which is also called as nightshade or potato family. The genus name Solanum is derived from the Latin word solamum, which means comforting or soothing after narcotic properties of some plants. This family includes certain important plants, food plants like potato, tomato, etc., which we will study and see later on. First, the salient features of this family: leaves are alternate, stipules absent, flowers actinomorphic, stamens 5, carpels 2, ovary superior and two chambered, placenta is swollen and septum is obliquely placed. Ovules are numerous, the fruit is a berry or capsule. The classification as per Bantham and Hooker: class Dicotyledone, subclass Gamopatly, series Bicarpellate, order Polymoniales, family is Solanaceae. With regard to distribution and major genera, the type genus is Solanum nigrum Linn. There are about 100 genera in this family with 2,600 species. The family is cosmopolitan in distribution and it is found both in temperate and tropical climates with largest concentration in Central and South America. The genus Solanum has 1,350 species. Lysian- Lysianthus has 190 species. Cestrum has 160 species. Nicotiana has 110 species. Physalis with 95 species. Lycium with 90 species. Capsicum with 50 species. Hyoscyamus with 25 species. Datura is having about 10 species. Now we will study the vegetative characters. The first, the habit. We see herbs in this family like Petunia and Withania, shrubs like Brunfelsia cestrum, small trees like Solanum verbacifolia, Dunalia. Rarely lianas are present, often poisonous, sometimes with spines, Solanum xanthocarpum or prickles. Underground tubers in tuberosum, potato, which is eaten as food. Vascular bundles are with both outer and inner phloem. Roots is a branch taproot. In Mandragora officinarum, it is interesting to see that the root is very thick and resembles a miniature human being. These are the pictures of Petunia, Withania, Cestrum nocturnum, Cestrum dianum, Solanum verbacifolia, Dunalia. Next, the Solanum xanthocarpum, Solanum tuberosum, Mandragora officinarum. The flowers of Mandragora officinarum, Brunfelsia. Stem is erect and aerial, climbing as seen in Solanum jasminoides, spinous as present in Solanum xanthocarpum, herbaceous or woody, cylindrical, branched, solid or hollow, hairy, Petunia, Nicotiana, Withania, glabrous, without any hairs, usually this thing, tuberous in Solanum tuberosum. Leaves are colline and ramal, exstipulate, petiolate or sessile, usually alternate, sometimes opposite, simple, entire, pinnatisect, like Lycopersicon, Solanum tuberosum, and finally divided in some species of Schizanthus. Reticulate, unicostate venation, leaf midrib and veins are beset with spines. Then we will study the floral characters. Inflorescence is solitary axillary, for example, Dhatura, extra-axillary and leaf opposed cymes, which are called as rhaphidium, as seen in Solanum nigrum, helicoid cymes in Solanum tuberosum, in axillary, umbellate cymes in Withania, solitary terminal or solitary in Petunia, in racemes or scorpioid cymes in various species of Syphomendra. Flowers are bracteate, example Petunia and Dhatura, ebracteate, Solanum nigrum, pedicellate or subsessile, ebracteolate, complete, actinomorphic. Zygomorphic flowers are seen in Schizanthus, bisexual, hypogynous, cyclic, pentamerous, variously colored, large and showy in many species. Solanum nigrum photographs, Syphomendra, Schizanthus pinnatus, Physalis minima, Physalis legasci, Juanuloa aurantiaca. In case of Physalis, we see that the calyx is accrescent, meaning that it grows along with the growth of the fruit. Calyx is five, fused, that is gamosepalous. It shows imbricate estivation in Petunia, or the estivation may be valvate. Tubular shaped in Dhatura, campanulate shape seen in Solanum nigrum and Petunia. Arceolate when mature in Withania. Persistent in some genera like Withania, Physalis, Petunia. Accrescent in Physalis, they're green colored, orange colored, or petaloid in Juanuloa aurantiaca, sometimes hairy like Petunia and Dhatura, and they are inferior. These are the pictures of Withania somanifera, Dhatura inoxia, Scopolia carniolica, Salpicroa origanifolia, Salpicroa organifolius single flower. Sorry, fruit. Corolla, five petals, fused, rotate, as in Solanum nigrum, tubular in Petunia and Dhatura, funnel shaped in Scopolia, urn shaped in Salpicroa, imbricate estivation is present in Petunia, or valvate estivation. Hairy on the outside in Petunia, in some woolly ring of scale, in some plants, ring of scale like outgrowths, woolly ring of scale like outgrowths, arise from the throat of corolla tube, salpicroa, variously colored, inferior. Next, the androecium is having five stamens, four in Brovalia, they are epipetalous, that is, the filaments are attached with the petals. Filaments are inserted in the corolla tube, usually unequal. In Brovalia, the stamens are diadynamous, meaning that there are four stamens, two long, two short, filaments free, biathecous, anthers show introse dehiscence, and the dehiscence is either by longitudinal or by apical pores. These are the pictures of Hinunia myrtifolia, flowers and fruits, Brovalia speciosa plant, Nicotiana tabacum flowers and plants. Now we will study the gynoecium. Gynoecium is bicarpellary, syncarpus, superior, bilocular. It becomes tetralocular by the formation of a false septum in Dhatura. Unilocular in Hinunia. It shows exile placentation. Placenta is swollen. Many ovules in each loculus, up to two ovules in each loculus. Ovule is one in case of Hinunia. Ovary is obliquely placed. In some cases, nectriferous disc is present below the ovary, for example, petunia. Style usually simple and undivided. Stigma is bifid or capitate. In case of Solanum xanthocarpum, the style is covered with stellate hairs. These are the pictures of Atropa belladonna, Lycopersicon esculentum, flowers and fruits, capsicum annuum, Hyoscyamus niger. Economic importance. The plant includes some important food plants like tomato, potato, eggplant or brinjal, ground cherry, Physalis philadelphica, peppers, which are used both as a food source and spices. Drugs. Many poisonous species are important drug plants such as Atropa belladonna or deadly nightshade. Atropine is used to, which produces atropine, is reduced is used to reduce saliva and fluid in respiratory tract during surgery. It is also used to treat insecticide or mushroom poisoning. It can be used in an emergency to treat a slow heartbeat. Hyoscyamus niger. Henbane produces henbane, which is an hypnotic drug, and Mandragora officinarum, also hypnotic drug yielding plant. They are used for soothing, analgesic, anesthetic, and aphrodisiac purposes, but also they are used for hallucinogenic properties as a medication. Dhatura stramonium is used for ulcers, wounds, inflammation, rheumatism and gout, sciatica, bruises and swellings, fever, asthma and bronchitis, and toothache. Tobacco, Nicotiana tabacum and Nicotiana rustica contains toxic alkaloid nicotine, and is grown for chewing, smoking, and snuffing purposes. Withania somanifera, Indian ginseng roots, they are used as an Ayurvedic medicine for arthritis, impotence, amnesia, anxiety, cancerous, cancer, neurodegenerative, and cardiovascular diseases. Alkaloid scopolamine is used medicinally to treat seasickness or vertigo. Soldiers in the Persian Gulf War carried the alkaloid atropine with them as a treatment for nerve gas attacks. The juice of atropa was used by Italian ladies as eye drops to dilate the pupils, hence the common name belladonna means fair lady, clean. Atropa, Dhatura, Hyoscyamus, and Mandragora plants are all extremely poisonous with a toxicity that varies from plant to plant. Many individuals have died while attempting to hallucinate. Symptoms of poisoning includes an unquenchable thirst, dilation of the pupils, delirium, hallucinations, convulsions, and coma. The plants are also used as model experimental organism like petunia, the tobacco, tomato, potato for the investigation of fundamental biological questions at cellular, molecular, and genetic levels. This family also include important ornamental genera plants like Brunfelsia, Lady of the Night, Cestrum rathkirani, Petunia, Physalis, and Solanum. It includes weeds like Solanum nigrum, Physalis, Solanum xanthocarpum, Dhatura. Fruit is a berry which is a capsule in majority. Seeds are endospermic, pollination entomophilous. Cestrum nocturnum and nicotiana, they are pollinated at night or after sunset by moths. Butterflies are also common insect visitors. Floral formula, first BR or EBR, which is not written in this because in some you see the flowers are bracteate or in others ebracteate. So we have to write BR or EBR first, then the symbol of actinomorphic or zygomorphic, then bisexual K5 within brackets, C5 within brackets, A5 or 4, and their epipetalous show a curving line above joining A and C, that is petals and corolla and androecium has to be drawn above. Then gynoecium is 2 bicarpellary and syncarpus. A line below shows that they are superior. That is, flowers are hypogynous. Thank you. With this, these are the references and suggested readings where you can undergo more. Thank you, dear students, and hope you are revising your syllabi appropriately. Thank you very much.